Team 10 from Naruto. This is going to be a video where I draw the Team 10. I'm using a reference here. I show my reference in the top left corner. It's pretty much there for good, so you can see exactly in real time what what I'm drawing and what I'm basing my drawing off of. As with anything, I am going for accuracy here. I mean, I'm trying to nail this. Like the photo, you know, that is Kishimoto's drawing himself. Obviously, Kishimoto, the man himself, the myth, the man who drew every single frame in the Naruto anime franchise, who basically 24 hours a day was drawing and didn't sleep for about 20 years as he worked on the Naruto anime series. So I'm using that as my example here, so I'm really aiming for excellence. Slowing down here to drawing Shikamaru's head, which, first things first, I was really trying to nail the size of that head. Just really trying to make sure I got it just right. Doing some of the details, some of the little dirt marks, dirt stains. You know, when they enter battle, they get dirt on their head. And Shikamaru's got a little dirt. See, I kind of sped it up there, but I made sure to be faithful to the anime rendition and do the tall head of hair on Shikamaru, the little broom of hair on his head, so he can wipe the floor with his opponents. Here we have Azuma. And we're going to pause for a second, get the reference. Very good. Now we know how to draw his head. Because if you can see in my original photo there on the top left, you can see half of his head is cut off. So I had to really scour the Google images. I searched Azuma's head. And I found the best pictures in which I showcased them. And I completed the head, and let's see right here. Looks great. Anywho, this is the colors. Wow, let's showcase this color. This is the robin's eggs. Oh, that's a robin's egg blue. You can see there. Aha. Very nice color I used for Choji's underwear head. Well, I think that's an underwear on his head, but I'm not sure. It is shaped like an underwear anyway. Anywho, great color by Crayola. Actually, let me take a moment to talk about Crayola because I realized, scouring through my old childhood utensils of sorts, that there are so many good Crayola colors. It is unbelievable. We got the cadet blue. We've got the robin's eggs, as we discussed. We've got the spring green. Red orange, which I will actually showcase later on. This purple mountain's majesty. I mean, what a name, first of all. Burnt sienna. Azuma's skin tone was this tan color right here. Oh, right here. Also amazing. And oh yeah, let's talk about Team 10. I mean, while we're on that topic, on that note, I mean, look at this team. This is the team that was well, I guess what we should mention first about this team is they were promoted to Jonin for being unranked and promoted straight to Jonin because they're so excellent. And they're everyone's favorite team. I mean, Kishimoto himself said that no other team really compared to Team 10, and he really didn't even want to design the other teams. First idea of his was to just have one team and that be Team 10, and Team 10 kind of battles against each other. Sort of have that ninja lifestyle showcased. But he ended up adding a lot of other extra teams, and he named the series Naruto instead of INO SHIKA CHO because, you know, he felt like that was too long a title, and he felt that Naruto could be a placeholder to shorten that title, make it a little more simple. Make it a little more simple like the Naruto pieces in a ramen. You know, really, which is a little bit of a shame, but Choji was initially thought to be the show's leader, basically the main character, but they ended up scrapping that, which is cool because Choji still shines. Azuma really has a big chest. And that's kind of, well, in my drawing as well, but also in the reference you can see he has a big old chest. So I was really trying to capture that. And if I really look at the accuracy of mine compared to the reference, yeah, mine, I might have put a little bit bigger a chest, but everything else really is very accurate. So, oh yeah, let's showcase the red-orange, as I said. Very nice color. I use that for the little emblem on Azuma's sleeve there, and also Choji's chest. The emblem on Choji's chest, I believe, is the kanji for taberu, which is to eat. So it is time to eat some yakiniku in honor of Choji. And in honor of what would have been the main character. And let's all have a moment of silence for what could have been. Let's all eat a gallon of meat for what could have been. So here we have the completed base colors. We're going to move on to the shadows now. Now it's all becoming real. Look at that become real. I mean, with these shadows I was trying to really do like harsh lighting, so I used a lot of Prismacolor color pencils for the shadows in order to get the sharp lines. Of course, you can do that with the crayons, but it's really better with the Prismas. It's more accurate, more sharp. So I use different tones of color pencil to work in the shadows here. It's starting to become 3D. It's starting to really get close to that reference, that wonderful reference that Kishimoto drew himself in Team 10. I mean, look at how angry, look at how active and furious they all look. Absolutely furious, every single one of them. I noticed that in the, specifically the first seasons of the show, I guess. Every character always looks very angry, very fired up. And, I'm trying to capture that here. Look at Ino's hair. I mean, how in the world does she even battle with that big blade of hair right in front of her eyes? This is something I wonder. I suppose it is a testament to her ability in battle, because frankly, if I had a big old blade of hair in front of my face, I would not be able to battle, let alone walk in a straight line, and I would probably fall on my head and perhaps injure my skull. So she's very impressive. Oh, let's showcase this Crayola. This is the Marvelous. Yes, this is the Marvelous, so that is a mauve. It is a very dull purplish color. And I believe I used it for Choji's scarf here. And also I might have used it for Ino's vest, I'm not sure. But look at the color there, showcase it against my skin, and you can see the tone. There it is. Excellent. This is coming along. We are actually almost done. Look at that. Choji would have been a better main character than Naruto, I mean. Let me just get that right off my chest. He is strong, he is excellent, he is the man, he has the coolest hair in the game. I mean, who in the world would have ever thought of anyone existing with that hairstyle? And only Choji could pull it off. I mean, he is the best. I'm actually a part of a Choji fan club, because he's the best. Asuma's cool too. Shikamaru's alright. Mainly I just like the size of his head. But he's pretty cool. And Ino is awesome. Ino is a world-class athlete. Konoha athlete. See, but look at... Let me show you what I got here. Wow. So you can see I overlaid some of the original drawings from Kishimoto on top of my drawings, and they line up perfectly. We're basically almost done here. And there you have it. I actually added some other details on after the fact. I shaded in the rest of Azuma's head, which I forgot to shade in at the time, and I also included a little bit of background, a little bit of cherry blossoms, and a little bit of sky in order to really